Hello, good evening, precious one. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. Good evening, my fan out there. Good evening, my followers. Thank you so much. We thank the Lord Almighty for yet another day. This evening, I've come your way because I noticed something and I want us to talk about it. I want us to discuss about it. We know the season that we are in, this pandemic season, that we are trying hard to stay in it. And God being so good, He has also been faithful to us and He has also been helpful to us as well. Our going out, our coming in, the Lord Almighty has taken control and has taken charge over it. Yesterday, I realized something and I began to think about it. So I decided to share with you. I realized that no matter what work that you do, or no matter which profession that you find yourself in, do not underestimate someone. Respect the person's job. Whether you are the manager of a company and someone is just a security in another company, respect that person. I'm telling you, just take a look at this pandemic that happened. Some people have jobs, they are managers, they are senior employees in their various companies, but sometimes they don't respect the junior ones. They think that is it because they are higher, and the junior ones, they are just at the lower level, so they don't even treat them with respect. They don't treat them with any kindness. But looking at this pandemic, you know that some people have lost their job. Some have even been taken out of their positions to stay in the house. Some are working from home. Some people were still finding for jobs, looking out for jobs. And this pandemic came. They couldn't find one. Those who were in already are now sitting in the house. Just imagine, you and I know that this thermometer that we use to check temperature and face and nose masks was only used by the doctors and the nurses in the hospital. But have you realized something, that in this pandemic, we are being asked to wear nose masks? The nose masks that they wear in the theater to do operations, to go to where the patients are. These same nose masks have been asked for us, being healthy, to wear this nose mask. The thermometer that the doctors uses, the nurses uses at the hospital to check our temperature. Sometimes when you go to the hospital, you are sick or to do some checkups, they use it to check you first before they proceed to the next stage. Now, when you go to shops, you will see the security standing there and checking your temperature. If your temperature is high, hey, they will not allow you to enter. The security that you don't respect now has a post. They don't even allow you to enter. And if you refuse to wear the nose mask, they won't allow you to enter the shop. It was a bank, and a doctor himself went to the bank with a nose mask. And he was so tired. I think he was feeling uncomfortable with the nose mask. So when he sat down, he decided to pull it down a bit so that after some time, he will push it back, because wearing the nose mask is not easy. He pulled the nose mask a bit downwards, and the security came to him and said, "Hey boss, please, you cannot do that. You have to put on the nose mask until you leave this premises." The doctor, who is in charge of that nose mask, who even knows how to use it well, in his office, now at the bank, the security is telling him that you cannot remove it. You have to wear it until you leave this premises. He has left his job. In the bank, he is not the doctor operating at the bank. It's someone's fault. So you respect the person as well. When the person comes to your hospital, the person will give you the necessary respect. But you cannot tell him that, hey, I am a doctor and I know how to use it, so you can't tell me to put it back if I feel uncomfortable. That is the rule. This is what he has been given to do, and he has to make sure that it is done well. So, sweetheart, whether you are a security, a baker, a caterer, a doctor, a teacher, you are important. Treat other people with respect. If God has not created someone we call a security to be at the gate of a company, who will be there to check your bags, the employees' bags when they are going inside? And who will be there to check it when they are coming out, to make sure that none of them stole any stuff, any food stuff or anything, any property of the company that will cause them loss? Who will be there checking? If God has created every one of us doctor, who will be a teacher to teach the doctor? If God has created everyone to become a musician, then who will listen to whose song? If God has created all of us pastors, who will listen to the word of God? God has a reason for everything that he did. He knows the best. He knows what we need in this life. So if you don't respect someone's job, please let this pandemic teach you a big lesson. Don't look down on anyone. Don't even despise anybody's job, because every job is job. I believe that it's not a matter of a bank manager, then you can do well in life, or if you're a doctor, then you can do well in life. I believe that when you are working, when you are able to manage yourself or manage your salary well, you can do something with your salary. Sometimes I say that you don't need a bigger amount of money to do something. The little that you have, you can use it for something. Little drops of water make a mighty ocean. So whatever job that you are in, if people laugh at you, if people despise you, don't look down on yourself. God created that job. And people, it's not only you who is doing it, other people are also doing it. So be grateful and work with it with a whole of you, your whole heart. And you see that through that job that people are laughing at you, God will through it bless you abundantly. Securities have been able to build houses. They have been able to do a lot of things. So it is not just a foolish job. Respect every job, because every other job is important. Even those who goes around to take our rubbish, empty our dustbin, if they don't, then our house will be covered with filth and bacteria all over. So every work is work. Let's respect each and every one. Precious one, my name is still Adorable. If you want to join me in this platform so that we will enter into this pandemic season, join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Let's discuss what have you learned in this pandemic. I believe that there's no great loss that you will not get a small benefit from it. In every great loss, you will learn something from it. You will benefit from it. So let's look into it. What do you have learned from this pandemic? What has it taught you? Has it taught you something good, or has it taught you something bad? Precious one, join me tomorrow. I'll be expecting you. If you have not yet liked my page, like my page and follow me on my page. And please share me. That is what you can do to help others. My name still remains Adorable, and I want to tell you that Jesus loves you, Mom. Enjoy your weekend, the rest of the weekend, and I pray that as you go to work tomorrow, God will give you a miracle. God bless you so much. Thank you for joining in.